Okay, we're talking about trading setups today. So useful setups you can use in your own charting and how you approach the markets. Before we start, as always, the risk warning. Remember that spread betting and CFD trading carry high risk or capital, resulting in losses that exceed your initial deposit. Remember to for everyone, so please ensure you fully understand the risks involved. Now, the information and comments provided here under no circumstances or an offer solicitation to invest. Nothing here should be construed as investment advice. The information provided is accurate. The data is produced. Education only. The content of the webinar is personal opinion of the moderator, not intrader.com. Content does not constitute financial investment or tax advice. Intrader.com does not accept any liability for the content comments made during this session. So, useful trading setups. When trading, time is money. It's as simple as that. You don't want to waste time, understanding what's happening while the markets are trading. You need to have defined ideas of what support is, what resistance is, what the market's trying to achieve before you're actually in that scenario. And a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people are very reactionary. You have to be very much more proactive when you're trading the markets. You have to understand, again, where your entry is, what your bias is. If you want to buy a market, if you want to sell a market, where's value to you? I guess, you have to understand, how are you prepared to trade? What's going to give you the maximum trading edge, right? And that all comes down to how you set up your charts, how you look at the screens, and how you position yourself for any eventuality in the markets. There's a reason why traders have multiple screens. I mean, many a time you'll see on, lots of different, kind of social media channels, pictures just like this. People like to show off. People like to say how important they are, looking at different graphs, different charts, different pieces of information. At the end of the day, it's a fantasy. When I ran the biggest trading floor in Europe, the most screens anybody had was about 6 screens. Okay, so there's only so much information one human being can look at, and if you're looking at 200 bits of information, there's no way that you can ever be fully focused on what you're doing. At the end of the day, human beings are just that, human beings. We simulate as much information as we can, we make decisions based upon that, and we trade accordingly. But at the end of the day, we can only trade with as much information as our brains can process. I guess there are numerous ways you can set out your intertrader screens to maximize your trading time. So having traded, the spread betting platform and the MT4 platform for many years, I'm very familiar with them all. This presentation, like all, is designed to allow you to pick ideas that work for you. Your trading setup needs to be something that revolves around you, so it gives you the information you require to make money, the information you require to be successful. So when you look at your trading platform, the standard intertrader spread betting screen gives you bits of information that you should really look at. Now, number one is the live squawk. Oh, sorry, skip past that. The live squawk. So that gives you all the fundamental information you won't get from your screens. Screens show you charts, show you technicals. They don't show you what's happening. Then you've got there's no number 2, is there? Yeah. Okay. Number 3, the buy and sell. That's the product you're buying, the product you're selling, the bid, the offer. The prices the market is trading. Oh, sorry. 2 here. Yeah. Sorry. Is the information that you're going to be getting, from any product you trade, the charts or information about the opens, closes, how much it is to trade the individual products. Then you've got the bid of the offer where you actually do your trading, and 4, when your trades are open, where you manually can open, close trades. Okay. So number 1, as we've said, is the squawk. This is your link to the 20% fundamental amount of information that comes out in the market. I've always split what happens in the markets into an 80-20 rule, that 20% of the time is based upon new news, data and figures. 80% of the time it's down to technical. Okay, your support, your resistance, your candlesticks, again, all the different indicators and oscillators you can use. So that is the balance. So your charts, visual, the squawk, is designed to give you a heads up on that fundamental new news. So then your 3 is your buy and sell. That's where you actually trade. And then number 4 is your P&L, where you can close your trades and actually measure what you've done, your measure of success. So really, again, once you've identified these areas that you have to really focus on the trading platform, it's down to you how you lay them out and how you set them out. So straight away, if you're trading on the spread betting platform, you can have your charts above, you can have your, again, market watch and P&L below, and you're trading your markets to the side. So again, already you get more information in that first screen that we saw. Again, looking at your charts, you can use charts on different time frames. You can look at the same product on a smaller time frame and larger time frame. Again, understanding correlations as well is very important. If you're trading, different currency pairs, maybe you want to focus on the euro dollar, but then also keep an eye on the pound dollar to see if there's any inverse or inverse or direct correlating market movement. And again, looking at your market watch, that can save you time because you don't just necessarily have to look at charts to see how markets move. When you look at the bids and the offer, the change, if you're trading currency pairs, you can look at the buy and the sells move and the percentage change in order to gain an idea of what the markets are doing. So again, if the euro is ramping or is going down very aggressively, then the euro dollar is going down and maybe the dollar yen is going up because they're inversely correlated. Then you've got your buy and sell. Again, it's very, very simple. You have a price where you can sell at and your offer. The difference is what we call the spread. So it tells you the previous high and low. The stake, you trade per point, and the difference where the market's trading right now. So all very simple stuff. Now the screens, again, have been extended now to allow the four main areas of your trading experience to maximize. You don't have to use 6 screens. You can fit everything on one screen. Again, a lot of people trade off laptops. A lot of people trade off their desktop PCs. 2 screens are handy, but they're not essential. You don't have to use multiple screens to be a good trader. And remember, professional traders have professional trader tools. They have a lot of money. They have a lot of things invested, so extra screens are not a big investment for them. For the retail trader and for average people, it is. So again, other ways to maximize how you're looking at it is to have one chart, have your P&L and your market watch open, but then have all the different currencies or all the different products you want to trade. So as markets are open and closed and buying and selling, you can see the percent changes in this top right hand corner, and you can look at basically 4, 8, 12, 16 markets at once and see how they move up and down. It's very much like the old-fashioned quote board that professional traders use. So again, correlation. So what you're looking for, this top right hand corner here, how the euro dollar here is down, so other products against the euro might be going up. Or again, looking for the FX indices, commodities, different shares, whatever you've got in your quick trading view. Again, it's a way of looking at what can be useful or not. So more screens is more information. There's no getting around it. But there gets to a point where you have too much information. At the end of the day, I would say for a retail trader who is trading anything less than probably £5,000, 2 screens is enough. So again, 2 screens can be split up like this. You can have your market watch and your different products you trade on the right hand side. On the left hand side, you have your charts. So pick out 3, 6, 9, whatever you want to put on your screens. Pick out a number of charts that you can use to see the markets going up and down. So 2 screens is useful because you can split your charting analysis and your trading into 2 separate places. So rather than having everything in one place, you've got 2 distinct parts. Now, again, a lot of traders will use a laptop for their email or for other kind of services, so it's outside their sphere of trading. So all you're focusing on is the market movement from the charts on the left, and then the actual trading environment on the right. So really for me, screen 1 is trading. This needs to be the screen that holds your money. Allows you to know all the important aspects of your trading plan. So account balance, margin, P&L, trade history. Again, you have to be able to trade any product that moves. And that is the whole point of trading a spread betting platform. You're not pigeonholed into what you trade. So again, all the important information is here. You want to see your P&L at the top. You want to see the market watch, all the different products you potentially can trade here. Your open positions where you can close them for your profit and loss in 4. And then really 3 is the meat. That is where you can trade and make your money. Any product that moves, out of them 16 you can trade. Speed of access. So again, trading, look at your P&L, look at your balance. You're trading resources. Every time you trade, £1 a point, that will take some of your available trading resources away. So when that goes away, you're stuck. So if you trade £15 a point and that takes up all your trading resources, then that's game over. You can't trade anymore. So you need to be aware of that. Parts 2, 3 and 4, the rest is your call. As I said in the previous sections, you need to set up something that's personal to you. Once you've got your account information, the rest is your preference. You can look at 4 products to trade, 8 products to trade, 16, whatever you feel comfortable with. This is the whole point about trading. It's down to you. Okay. So trading information, again, I mean, what we do is create a watch list. So we don't necessarily have to look at everything InterTrader offers. We can look at things that set and match, the things that we want to trade. And that can be commodities, stocks, it can be FX, it can be anything, absolutely anything. There's hundreds of products to trade on InterTrader. And once you've done that, what you do is you put in the kind of trading action zone all the things you want to actually trade. So you might be looking at 20 products, but only want to trade 5 or 6. And again, if you're looking at lots of companies like Apple, or you're looking at Facebook, maybe you want to trade the Nasdaq or the S&P based on the Nasdaq, or the Dow based upon the Nasdaq. Again, it's down to you, isn't it? And again, your charts are no different. The charts should be correlating. Have some gold there, have some indices, have some FX. All markets are correlated. Why does the euro dollar move up or down? Why does the dollar yen move up or down? And then gold move? Well, gold's priced in dollars. So if that dollar moves, that can have an effect on gold. It's natural correlations. Then again, the charting analysis, it needs to be a bigger picture or smaller scale one product. You're either looking at everything or one thing. Down to you. Again, it's personal opinion. If you want to look at all markets, then you might need more space. If you want to look at a few markets, you need less space. So again, use your charting to your advantage. If you're looking at one product, looking at it on different time frames. Look at daily, hourly, 15-minute, 5-minute. See what that one product is doing on all different time frames. It looks like it's going down on the bigger time frames, but it might be going up in the smaller time frames. Again, get a bigger picture what suits you. You're the trader. I mean, this is the real conclusion. You have as many screens or as much information as you like or you want to invest in. In my view, less is always more. If you're looking at things on a daily basis, an hourly basis, that's great. That's fine. But if you're not, then what is it doing? It's being a distraction. Instead of being a help, it's being a hindrance. Okay, and that for me really is very important, getting to that conclusion, what is helping you and what is not helping you. So when you're trading out, look at your charting information. You don't have to look at just the spread betting charts. You can look at MT4. Again, different presentations I do will show that InterTrader's moved away from these kind of spread betting platforms and moved on to MT4. We can actually trade through your chart. So you don't need 2 separate screens anymore. You can trade through your chart. So again, look for the MT4 presentation or the neutral broker presentation if you want to get a bit more information on that. Alright guys, like I said, there's only a very small amount of people in the room today, so anybody got any questions? Again, we kind of rifle through that because, again, it's a fairly straightforward presentation about how to use InterTrader spread betting platform, which is being phased out. So again, it was just a reminder of how you can trade and an idea of what you can move on to in the future. Alright guys, any thoughts, any questions, anything you'd like to ask? You can always get me on Twitter at Steve Ruffley, and you can always get me on my email sruffley@tradermaker.com if there's any more kind of information or anything else you'd like to ask me. Okay, no final questions, no final thoughts? Okay, well, like I said, I mean, there's everything in the on the archive sections you can look back and re-go over. But if there's anything particularly you want to go through, do call the InterTrader direct support team, or again, email me sruffley@tradermaker.com, and I can help you in this transition of moving from the old spread betting platform to the new MT4 platform or new InterTrader direct platform. All right, guys. Yep. Anything else, then do get me on my my email or Twitter. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Good night.